Hello guys, welcome to my channel Learn with PR. In today's video, we are going to learn about insertion in a linked list, right? So insertion means when you want to insert a new element, right? So here we'll say adding a new node in a list at a specific position, at beginning, at end. That is you can say insertion. But unlike an array, basically in linked list, we don't need to do any shifting actually. Okay, so we just change the link, that means pointer. We need to just change the address actually of the next node. That is we have to take care in a linked list. All right, so what are the types of a linked list? We have first insertion at beginning, insertion at end, insertion at a specific position, that you can say middle or any specific position you can say. All right, so when we are saying insertion in a specific position, that means what? Inserting a node actually in a desired position or index. It can be your middle, it can be beginning, end, anything. All right, but when we are saying position is 1, it becomes what? That insertion at beginning. When we are saying I want to add a new element at a position n plus 1, that means we say insertion at end. But now let's talk about how we can do insertion at the specific position first. So let's take example of this linked list. So in a linked list, we have head. All right, so here head says what? That having 3000. All right, so 3000 is the address of the first node. This is the node. All right, now the next node is 5000, 6000 and 7000. All right, so I have add this 5000 node address in the previous node, that is 5000, that is written here. All right, so this is how we can write in a pointer, right? So this is the address, suppose. All right, this is the address. 5000 we have stored, 6000 we have stored. 6000, that means what? In this node 20 node we have connected a next node, that is 30. 7000 is here, right? 7000. 40 we have null here, that means there is no other element. All right, we want to add a new element. That element is what? This element I want, this node I want to add. All right, the node contain data as 25, and here there is no other element connected, node connected. That means it should be null. All right, but we just need to take care of this 9000. That is the address of the new node. Suppose we want to add it in a third location, third position you can say. All right, so how we can do it? We simply says what? We have to start, we just need to change what? We just need to change this address. No, what we need to change? We need to change this address. This is what? This is 6000, no? So we want to place it 1, 2 and third location. Means we don't want to delete this 30 node, but we simply add this 20 after this 25 after this 20 element. All right, so how we can do it now? So suppose we are saying what we need to do. We simply write what? We have a node as 20, right? Here we have written 6000, right? Here we have to write what? 9000. Why? Because after this 20 we want to add a new node that is contain address as 9000. So I just need to use what? I just need to add what? 9000 in this location. All right, and then it will looks like as connected to 25. All right, 25, because 9000 is the address here, right? So 25, and here it's null, but here we don't need to write null. We have to include the address of this next node, that is 6000. So that what we need to do in our insertion. This is only the change we have to do. But how we can do this change? So let's have a look. Okay, so here I have written temp will get the value of head. All right, so what is that head value right now? Head value is 3000. Head value is what? Address of the first node, that is 3000. All right, so temp will also get what? 3000. So that means temp is pointing to this location. This is temp. All right, so this is what? Temp. T I'm writing. Okay, so temp will get the first location, first what? Node. All right, once we are saying this first node, that means what? That means what? We have to now check the condition of it. What is I? I is 1. 1 is smaller than 2. True, right? Then we have to go inside. We'll update the temp. Temp will get the value of temp of next. What is temp of next? This is temp of next. That means 5000. All right. So now assign temp. What temp is now 5000. So we have assigned 5000 to the temp. Okay. So now my temp pointing to this location. All right. Now temp is in this location. T I'm writing. Okay, so this is a temp. Basically temp mein what is the value? 5000. Okay, now I will increase Once I is increasing, I'll say I having 2 value, 2 is smaller than true, 2, no, false, right? So now for loop stops here. Okay, now this line, this is very, very important line. So we are saying new node. So this is a new node now. Okay, so you can take a new node as a node as well. Okay, you can write any other name, your wish. So new node dot next. So what is this new node? New node is a simple variable, simple, you can say structure variable. Okay, where we are saying next me I want to store the value. That's why we are writing here dot operator. Okay, this is temp, this is a pointer. That's why we are writing here arrow operator. All right, do not confuse here. All right, so now new node dot next. What kind of value you want to store? That is a temp next. What is inside this temp next? That is 6000. So when you will say so, this means this new node dot next will get the value of 6000. So here there okay. So here in this we don't have null. We have now 6000 address. All right. So here 6000 address. All right. Now the next line says what? Temp of next. So temp of next. What was a temp? What was a temp? Temp was this now, right? T. Okay. Whatever in this next. What is next? Temp dot next 6000. Update it with address of new node. What is address of new nodes? 9000. All right. So that's why you don't need to write here 6000. You have to write here 9000. So now you will say this node pointing to this now. And 6000 now you have to say pointing to this now. All right. So now display linked list, check all the node or address. Address should be placed in a correct node. Okay. You will see your array, your linked list now looks like as this. Okay, wait. Now you will see this is your what? Linked list. All right. So here we have same thing. Okay. Now here temp was this now. Temp may we were giving 9000 value. That's why we have updated here, right? In a new node. So 9000, this is 9000. So you have to connect. This is a new node. Okay. So this is a new node. In the next, in this new node ke next may we have assigned what? 6000. So this is 6000 we are saying. And 6000 having this node. Okay, that is the address. So we have connected like this. So this is how you can insert at a specific location. Now let's check a simple program, how we can write that thing in a C language. So here we are writing structure. Okay. This I have already explained you in my previous video. Please check if you haven't watched it. Okay, I recommend you to watch them first. Then only you will get to know what is linked list, right? How we can traverse, how we can do what? Creating a node. All right. So this is how we are doing it. Data we have created already, structure, and we just need to write what? Now next node. So I'm writing here next. Okay, so this is a simple structure you are creating with the data and the pointer. Okay, now here I'm creating a node. So multiple node statically I'm writing here n1, n2, n3, right? N4 you can write. Okay, I want to create a new node also. So I'm creating a new node. This is a simple variable. Okay, structure variable simple. All right, now I am writing structure. I'm writing one more thing here, structure and structure with the head as well as head is a pointer. So we have to write here star. Okay. Now we have one more thing, temp. Temp we have to take, right? These two pointers for this structure, but we are not writing name of the structure. So node we have to write. All right. Now you are saying, suppose you want to place a new element and position 3. Okay. So that I am writing here. Okay. So now, so first assign the data to your node. So how we can assign it? So n1 dot data you can write. Okay, this is simple. N1 is a simple node where you are assigning the data, okay, to that particular node. All right. So equal to 10. I can write here. You can write any element. Okay, any integer value. I am writing data for next node, that is n2 20 element. Okay, n3 dot data. Okay, can provide 35 suppose. Okay, any data beta, right? Dot data, and I'm writing here 40. Okay, this is a simple data right now. Now we have to link this n1 to n2 as well, n2 to n3 as well, n3 to n4 as well. Okay, and then n1 we have to assign the address to your head. Okay, So now link it also. So when you are linking it, so what we have to do, n1 dot next will get the address of n2. All right. So same I'm doing copy paste. You can do if you want to. Okay. So here n2 will get the address of n3. n3. All right. n3 will get the value of address of n4. And at the end, n4 will get the null value. Sorry. n4 dot next will get the null value. Why? Because that's the last element. Last node you can say. All right. Now, at the end, what we have to do? We have to take our next also. Sorry. We have to take our head as well. Head will get the value of, will get the address of n1. All right. Okay, done. Now, what is inside this new node? So I'm writing that also. Okay. So new node dot data is what? Data is right now 25. Anything you can write, your wish, whatever you want to. Come on, 60. I want to write 60. I want to add a new element as a 60. So the 60 you can write. That's on you. All right. New node dot next will get will get null. Obviously, it's not linked yet. That's why it's null. Okay. This is optional if you want to write it. This thing is optional. If you want to write like that way, it's on you. All right. Now we have taken temp variable as well. Okay. So simple, I am writing here temp. Temp will get the value of head. Okay, will get the value of head. All right. Now for loop will start. For loop say I equals to 1, right? And I is smaller than position minus 1. So whatever position you have written, it will be go till position minus 1. All right. I will increase 1 by 1. All right. And here we have to assign temp as temp of next. Okay. Temp arrow operator next. Temp is a pointer here. That's why we are using arrow operator. All right. So do not confuse here. Okay. Now once this for loop will work, after this we have to assign new node dot next. What value? So new dot next may we want to provide the value of temp arrow operator next. Okay. So whatever temp of next the address will be, it will assign to our new node dot next. All right. Now next in a temp of next, we want to assign the address of new node. All right. So this is how we can write address of new node. So here we have to write next. Okay. So temp next, we will assign the value of address of node. Now you have to display your list. Linked list you have to display. That is a singly linked list we are talking about. Okay. This is how we can insert it. Now display, for display traversing you have to do. I have already uploaded traversing. Okay. Just check that video first. All right. Now let's write down displaying the thing. So how you can display? First, assign temp mein what? Head value. Again we have to start because now temp is changed. So we are doing temp mein head is giving the value to the temp. All right. So now the first node address you will say. Okay. So I'm writing simple printf linked list updation. Okay. /n you can write. All right. Now how we can do traversing? While loop. So I'm doing while loop and our temp if not equal to null. Till then it will keep printing the element. Now keep printing what? The node value. Okay. So I'm writing here space, a little space you can give. Okay. And from where we can take the value of it? So from temp of data. All right. So, and then we have to update as well. Temp will get the value of temp of next. All right. So this is how we can write it. Okay. Now run this code. So when we run this code, you will see this is your linked list. So I have included 10, 20, 35, 40. I have included 60 also as a new node in a third position, right? This is your 60. So 60 is now in a third position and rest will go in the next positions. Right? Are you getting your point? So we are not doing any shifting here. We are just placing we are just updating the next values in new node as well as in a temporary variable, temporary pointer. Okay. Suppose you want to write the address of node as well. 10 will get the address of 20 now. So I want to write that value also. and whatever the address of this 10, I want to write that also. So if I want to write it, then how we can do it? So let's write down here. Okay, so printf, let make it beautiful. So like this you can write. Okay, done. Now here you can change. You can write here slash what you can write. Okay, so you can write slash t as well. Tab it will go, right? And then percentage p for address. Okay, slash tab again, percentage p. Why I'm using this? This is it will show the address. Okay, so if I want to write it before this, okay, let me do it. Okay, slash t. All right, now this slash t is over. This is over. Now first we have to give temp address. So how we can do temp address? So I have already told you we have to typecast as well. Okay, please check that video better, then only you will get it. So we have to write void so that it will keep changing the value or keep converting that temp value in a pointer way. Okay, now comma. Now first I want to write the address of particular point node, that is 10 node ka address I want to write, then 10 value I want to write, and then the next value of the next node. Okay, we want to do it like that way. So slash n you can write, so it will go in the next line. Okay, now how we can write it? Simply write temp. Okay, temp of next. So simple write temp of next. So if we are writing temp of next, then we have to do again typecasting, copy it, paste there again. Okay, whenever you are talking about address of some node or something, then that time you have to do typecasting. Okay, now run this code. So here, okay, so slash n, write down here also slash n. So now this is how it looks like. Like you can give a little bit space or more after this. So this is how it looks like. Like this is the actual address of this node. And this is the address of the next node. This is how you can check. This is simple and this is simple. So it's not simple, like they are same. Okay, right? And 20 is having 20 is the data, and in a next you have the address of the next node. So this is and this is same. This is the address of what? 60, and this address, that is the address of. Okay, right? So we are storing this address where? In the previous node, that is this one. So we have added what? We have added this new node. This is the new node. Okay, are you getting a point? So this is how we can write it in a linked list when we want to insert a new node. All right, if you don't know why I have used it, so please check my previous video. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can write algorithm. This is a simple algorithm, that is we are assigning head to temp. Okay, we are traversing from I equals to 1 and it will go position -1, right? Temp will, if it is null, then just simply write invalid position and exit, right? Temp, otherwise if it is not if it is not okay, if it is false, then say what? Temp will get the value of temp of next. Now insert a new node, temp of next value will address will assign to the temp of the new node of next. Okay, and address of new node assigned to your temp of next. All right, this is how we can write it. This is a simple one. Okay, and if you understand this concept, please like my video, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Okay, do not forget to subscribe also. All right, in the next video we will understand how we can insert new node at beginning and at end. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing. Thank you for watching.